everyone, so today I'm going to be continuing to work in A Flower Year by Leila Duly. So far we have done the elderberries and we've done the autumnal leaves. So I am now going to do the rest of these leaves, and I think I'm going to do them green. So we have a little bit of contrast between the autumnal ones and the green ones. So yeah, that is what we're going to be doing today. I'm using my Caran Luminance and my Derwent Lightfast again. I've picked out some colours, so I have Luminance White, Luminance Primrose, Luminance Spring Green, Derwent Lightfast Grass Green 70%, Derwent Lightfast Grass Green, Derwent Lightfast Foliage, Derwent Lightfast Green Earth, and Derwent Lightfast Forest. And I may possibly be adding in a brown and a black. We'll see how it goes. So yeah, let's zoom in a little bit and we can get started. Sorry for the camera shake. And I'm going to be starting on this one here. So, what I want to do is use my primrose. And I'm just going to put in where I want the lightest bit to be. So, to me, it kind of looks like the leaf is curving downwards, but also like over to the side. So our highlight is going to kind of be here. And we're just going to put our primrose in just to make sure we keep that area quite light, like so. Now I'm going to go in with my spring green, and I'm just going to go over all of it just nice and lightly, and you should see that where our primrose was, you're not going to get it as dark. Give me 2 seconds, I just need to sharpen. Oops, so sorry. Sorry, give me 2 seconds as I've managed to move everything. There we go. Sorry about that. Hope I didn't give anyone movement sickness or anything. Okay, so that's sharpened. There we go. So, just going to go over this with my spring green. Like so. So I hope everyone's weekend is going well. Anyone have any interesting plans? I've got the dogs to walk today. Yeah, so I need to do that at some point. It gets quite difficult when the clocks go back because we have such a short amount of daylight. It's not the easiest to get them all done. And I don't really like walking them in the dark. But, you know, needs must kind of thing. It's pretty cold out today. I think we're due for a very cold snap. So that's yeah, not looking forward to that too much. So now I'm gonna go in with my grass green. Ooh, where are we? There we are. And just gonna start putting this in. But I'm going to kind of avoid where I put my main highlight a little bit. Maybe just a very, very light layer over it. But I don't want this area to be too dark. So, stop going in. This is the grass screen, 70%. So, the Luminance and the Derwent Lightfast work absolutely wonderfully together. Wonderful together. Yeah, they almost work together like they're one set. Yeah, it's like, you know, if you're missing a colour in the one, you are likely to find it in the other set. And they just blend together so nice. And they are beautiful pencils to use. But I was very tempted to use my 520 square boot thinner sets for these green leaves, as there are some amazing greens in that set. Absolutely amazing greens. Then there's some really, really pale ones. So now I'm going to go in with the grass green. And start adding this in. And I think I want to do the spines light. So I'm going to leave them for now. And then probably go over them with my primrose and spring green. So I'm just gonna use our grass green and pop him down. And we will be going over the highlight area a few times in some various colours, so don't worry, it's not gonna look that bright. Because it currently kind of looks like there's just a really bright spotlight shining on it, and that's not what we want. So we will be going over it, but for now we're just kind of blocking in where we want things. Okay. Now I'm gonna go with my green earth, and this will start to tone down a little bit as it's looking a little bit too bright and luminous to me. So we're just going to start toning this down just a little bit. And I'm really annoyed. I've somehow managed to get a purple mark here. And I've tried erasing it and it just will not go. So, yeah. I'm a little bit annoyed at myself. I must have done it when I was doing the elderberries. Yeah. Bit annoyed at myself for that. It's fine. You probably won't really notice it when everything's done. But to me at the moment, it's just kind of glaring at me in the face. And yeah. Okay, so just gonna go with our green earth. So I was hoping to get more than one page finished for November in here. But at the rate I've been going, probably not going to happen. Right, so now we're going to go in with our foliage. And I just need to give this a sharpen. And we're going to start putting in a darker bits more. So where it's going to be shadowed, which is going to be around the base, down on the ends here as well. Sorry about the dog barking. Now, I'm sure I've said this before, but with leaves, you can't really go wrong. It's like you can put pretty much any colour on a leaf, and it's gonna look like a leaf because they come in so many different colours in so many different shades that you genuinely can't really go wrong. I mean, you know, you even get ones which have like pink shades in them, pink and purples, and it will still look reasonably realistic. So don't get too hung up on what colours to use. You really don't need like that perfect green or perfect orange or anything. Yeah, it's just not really needed. I'm just going to bring this foliage up into our highlight just a little bit. And do the same on this side. Just checking I'm still in frame. Okay, let's just bring that in like so. Now I'm gonna go with Forest, which is a really kind of deep dark green, and start adding in. I think I will bring in some brown. And black, as I don't think I'm gonna get quite what I want just using the greens. And that's, you know, it's absolutely fine. Don't feel like you have to stick just to the colours you've picked out. You can always add in extra colours if you feel like you need them. So we're just going in with our forest. And starting to darken up. Where we're going to put our shadows. And our darker areas. So I've gone for some very bright greens, and then some more of our like bronzy greens, browny greens. I've kind of done this to balance them out a little bit, so it's not too bright and in your face, but they don't look too kind of dull either. A lot of things with colouring, it is a balancing act. Yeah. So now I'm going to go back in with my primrose, and I'm going to go down our spine with it. So, and then I'm going to go back over a highlighted area. Now back in with our spring green. just go back over and just kind of blend a little bit. Now, let's see, what do we have? I think I want, I think I'll go with chocolate from the Derwent Lightfast. And it's gonna start putting that just and here. Let's give that a sharpen. That's better. Yeah, okay, you can still see that's good. So we're going in with our chocolate just to make this a little bit darker in places, because I'm not getting what I want just from the greens. So we're going to go in with this. And then I'll probably do the same with black, I think. Just to get some of our very, very deepest shadows. But we will see. But most likely we will use some black. Yeah. Don't be afraid to use black. You know, it's a very important colour to use. But what you don't want to use is just pure black. So like in your shadow, you don't want to put literally just your black pencil down. You want to, you know, do all the other colours down. And then put your black. And then go on top of your black with your other colours as well. And that gives it really nice depth. Because it's very, very rare that something is going to be pure black. Yeah, it's likely to have, you know, some real colours in there, and things like that. So now I'm going to go back in with Green Earth. I love this colour. It's such a nice looking green. Another one I really like as well is basil green. That's really pretty. just put it nice light layer in. As always, you want to use lots and lots of layers. I find using lots of layers is how you will get it looking more realistic. Now I'm going to go back in with grass green. I'm just going to add just a little bit of brightness back in. Oh, that purple line is doing my head in. It would probably come out with an electric eraser, but I don't have one. I actually very rarely do have an eraser on hand, mainly because I lose them. I don't know what it is with them, but they just go walkies all the time. I've probably got, I have so many. Oops, sorry, I just knocked the camera again. Doing really well today. Yeah, I have so many erasers. And I can never find any. I actually found one the other day, and it was in the bathroom. I do not know how it got there, why it was in the bathroom. I don't know. Yeah, it's a mystery of life, to be honest with you. It was a mystery. Same with sharpeners as well. They seem to go missing a lot. And then I go, I buy a new one, get home, and the one I had lost is just, sitting there in plain view. It's like, where did that come from? Yeah. So I'm starting to be quite happy with this now. I'm just going to tone a highlighted area down just a little bit. And then go back over it with our primrose and kind of start blending it. Like I said, it's, colouring is quite a lot like a seesaw. You add one thing and it might go a little bit too far that way. So then you add a darker one and it might then look a little bit too dull. So when you go back in and you add in, your brighter colour, and you just keep going like that until you're happy with how it is. So at the moment, this does not have enough contrast for me. I'm quite pleased with my lights, but my darks definitely need some work. So we're going to go in with our forest. And we're going to start just darkening up our darks again. It's contrast. You want for contrast. I find it helpful if you're worried about, you know, thinking, oh, if I go too dark, it's not going to look very good, and things like that. Honestly, don't worry about it. Just go for it. Just really get your dark areas nice and deep and dark. And yeah. But, I mean, this forest isn't doing it for me. I'm definitely gonna have to come in with either a dark grey or a black to get this where I want it. So, you know, obviously around our berries, we're going to be casting a shadow. And that's going to be our darkest shadow around the berries. Excuse me. But you're also going to have, as we want to create the illusion that this leaf is kind of curved, and we want it to be darker on the edges as well. And on the tip here. Okay. So now I'm going to go back in with my spring green a little bit. So I just want this to be just a tad more of a green kind of thing. I know that probably made no sense at all. I just want to put a little bit more of that brightness back in. You know, again, it's a balancing act. Yeah. It's a balancing act, and you just keep going until you are happy with what you have. Okay. So that's starting to get there now. But I am going to go in with my black now. And actually, let's just give this a sharpen. There we go. And I'm just going to start going in just very gently. You know, you don't want a harsh black line. Unless you do. If you do want, you know, to look like it's a very, very harsh shadow. And you can just, you know, kind of draw in a black line. But I'm just going to kind of fade it into a dark green. And I don't know if you can see the difference, but yeah, it definitely does help. So just gonna work on our shadows a little bit. So, and then I want a little bit down here as well. And then maybe just a tiny touch on the ends. And then I want our vein to stand out a little bit more. So I'm going to go down the side of it to really try and just make it look like it's kind of popping up a little bit. Like that. And then just gonna go back again, maybe darken some of these areas up a little bit more. Not quite sure what's going on with my voice today. I'm really sorry if I keep going all croaky and weird. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm gonna go back in with chocolate. And put that in and just kind of fade it just a little bit into the slightly lighter area. Okay, now I want to go in with my grass green, and I'm going to go over all of this darker area. And just start blending it in together. Now, if you want to make it look like the leaf is starting to turn, go in with like a reddish brown or kind of like an orange, and you can just start adding in just little hints of that colour. That will start making it look like it's kind of just starting to dry up. But I really want the contrast between the autumn ones and these lovely bright green ones. Yeah, I kind of wanted to keep that different, so I don't want to add in anything. Like, yeah, okay, I've added in brown, but in this case, the brown is for my shading and my shadows. It just deepens and darkens the green up, so it doesn't look like it's a brown leaf. It just looks like those areas are very, very dark, deep green. So now I'm just going over with a few colours, and we're just kind of starting to burnish it a bit. Making sure we're happy with everything we've done. Now I'm going to go back in with our primrose and just kind of really go over this area here. And then finally, I'm going to go in with my white. Now this won't do a huge amount, but it will add just a little. It just brightens our highlight up. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. You see the difference? So on a thing like a leaf, I don't want a really, really in-your-face highlight. It's more like how the berries are. I want it to be more like, well, yeah, these. So, like, you know, you can see you have it, but it's not like just a line kind of thing. And you can go back in with your green and just pull this in just a little bit more. And at this stage, you can kind of just play a little bit and see what you prefer. I just want a bit of a deeper, brighter green here. So I'm just going to go in with my grass green. And just put this in just a little bit brighter. Now, I find that the Derwent Lightfast and Caran Luminance, you can layer them far more than you would think you would be able to. Like, they just keep on layering, and even you think that, oh, I couldn't possibly get another layer on, and you get another layer on, which I think is part of what makes these pencils so nice. So you can kind of layer for days with them. and they are just a joy to use, honestly. Yeah, they are expensive, and you definitely do not need them for colouring books. I got them because I do occasionally do artwork, and I want those pieces to be Lightfast, so I wanted a good Lightfast set to do that. But yeah, they're beautiful. They've kind of ruined all of the pencils for me, because now I just want them all to work like these do. So, there we have it. That is our green leaf done. So, I'm going to continue and do all of the others. And then I'll come back and show you what it looks like with all of those leaves done. And we will move on to the berries. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope this little tutorial type thing has been helpful for someone. And if you would like to see more, please do let me know. Just drop a comment, let me know what you would like, maybe a tutorial on. And yeah, we're going to be continuing in this book. Zoom out 2 seconds. There we go. I don't think we're gonna get any more in November done. Good few pages left, but December, hopefully, we might get a couple done, as there's some smaller ones, so it would be nice to get more than one done for December. But obviously there's Christmas coming up, and start of December is my birthday as well, so I have to see how much we get done, but maybe at least get the first 2 pages done. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, this is the November page so far. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.